Hey, everybody. I'm not even doing my intro today because I'm late. But guess what? We are talking about everything GWOAT today. We are going to get into Canelo and we're going to get into Joyce, Joyce, and Chisora. Guys, so first off, let's talk about our main man, Canelo. He is no longer undisputed in the 168-pound division. And why do you think that is? Avoiding his mandatories as usual. Just do. How you doing? I will be quick because I want to watch your show and I know you're coming up. Thank you, boo. So, very, very quickly, Canelo got stripped of, let me see, I believe it was his WBO. Jams, how are you? Salute. T, where you been, boo? I haven't seen you in forever. Somebody help me out. Was it WBO or was it IBF? IBF it was. Sometimes IBF gets it right. Sometimes they don't. Most of the times they don't. Like in the case of Crawford, he was basically inheriting Spence's mandatory that he didn't fight, which was not fair, but I still think he should have spun the block and fought Boots for it. That's just my opinion. Don't cut my head off for it. So, what do we think Canelo's going to do? Is he going to fight William Skull and get his belt back? Or is he going to fight Bud Crawford? I think he's going to fight Crawford on Cinco de Mayo next year. I really feel like that's going to happen. And then with Crawford, if Crawford makes a statement this weekend, if he shows, like, if he stomps Madrimov into the ground, I feel like everyone will be able to make a case for him to fight Canelo. Like, if he really looks good at 154, this is his first fight. But if he really looks good at 154, everybody's going to be like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we want to see him fight Canelo," because who else is he going to fight? I mean, it's abundantly clear that he's not going back down to 147. But it's just like, so he's not going. So Boots is out of the way. Even if he moves up, Spence is fighting. Well, that got pushed back. So Spence is fighting Fundora maybe next year. Just, let's say January. Let's say they fight in January. It's supposed to be at the end of this year. Seems like it's not going to happen, but let's just say January. He probably won't fight again if he does fight again, because we know how Errol is. He doesn't take tune-ups. So that'll push that to 26. And then Bud is not going to want to be out for what? Another year waiting on a fight to happen. And then he's probably only going to take big fights. So who else? Wait. I know who else he could fight. Mel Charlo said he's coming back. And you guys know, when he fought Spence, he went over to the ring and called Mel Charlo out. So I don't know. That could happen. It could be a thing. I still want to see it, even though Mel looked horrible against Canelo. I still want to see it. Spence versus Tim Tszyu. honestly, Jams, I'm not gonna hold you. That would be a good fight because, well, I still feel like Tim Tszyu was done dirty. Not really in the grand scheme of things, because like his team should have stopped that fight. They should have stopped the fight and at least salvaged his title. But he doesn't have his title anymore. So Errol has no titles. He had no titles moving up. So those two can fight to see what's what in 154. I think that is actually a good idea. Fundora is not a tune-up. And we do have to consider, yes, Errol was the man. I know they're fighting, but I'm just saying Fundora is not a tune-up for Errol Spence. That's a hard fight. That I don't think he ever fought anybody that big before. That just somebody that tall standing over you would be difficult for anybody that's short of him. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like that. But that Fundora and that's actually a good good idea. Shelton. But true. Yes. And he did not look good. And we just need to say, not only did he not look good, he's been out so long. It's what, a year today? A year today. A year ago just today. He didn't look good last time we saw him. He's been out the ring. He has a new trainer. We also have to take that into consideration. I don't think so. I don't think so, just because we don't know. Fundora was losing that fight against what's his name? Tim Tszyu. He was losing. We know that to be true. So what is he even going to look like? Because he got stopped. He won. He got a gift decision to Tim Tszyu. So I mean, we can't say for sure that he's going to beat Errol Spence. We just can't say it. Fundora has trouble with pressure fighters. Yes, he does. Absolutely. And I don't know, guys. I just feel like he's got too many questions. Well, they both have questions. We don't know what Errol is going to look like. But let me drop this link. I want to talk about freaking Joyce and Derek Chisora. So these two idiots, I don't know why this fight was made. What was the point of that? What was the point of that fight? These two fought They both look terrible. They both look terrible in that fight. I don't know what was the point of this fight. I guess to see where Joyce is. And he's had like literally the hardest luck because he's like the stepchild. When he was, is he still with Queensberry or is he with Ben Shalom now? He's with Ben Shalom now, I believe. And when he was with Frank Warren, he beat Daniel Dubois, which they were hyping up, they still are hyping him up to be like their AJ, right? So he beats him. Starts he starts his quitting. He gave him the quitting spirit, right? As Boxiana would say, the UKI. And he's had hard luck. So okay, let's look at who he fought after, because I think he sat out for a long time after he fought Daniel Dubois. But let's take a look. What's his name? Joyce. That ain't him. Here we go. Juggernaut. So after he fights Daniel, he fights Carlos Takam. That was a decent win for me. I feel like Takam is like the lesser known version of like Derek Chisora, right? He'll give you a good scrap, but that's not going to really do nothing for you. Then he fought Christian Hammer. Why? I don't know. Just to stay busy. Then Joseph Parker. He knocked Joseph Parker out. Then the two knockouts from Zhilei Zhang. He knocked out Cash Ali. He looked bad in that fight. I don't care what nobody says. And I think the ref stopped that too early. I mean, not too early. Like, I think the way that it happened, like, did it happen? Like, okay, let me look at the actual fight, because I believe that it happened like late in the round. And like it could have like gone the rest of the time. Chisora said he was done, but then like 5 minutes later, he was like, oh, I want 2 more fights. So it's like, is he really done? Or is he just going to be the gatekeeper for the rest of the time? But we have Shelton here, so I'm going to add him to the stage. Let me get my headphones. 1 second. Un momento, señor. Shelton, if you are speaking, you are very much muted.
Hey, girl. What's going on?
What's up?
How you been?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm okay. I had to find me a new place and had to change things. You know how I go.
Yeah.
Things don't work out. I was trying to get myself squared away for that Bud fight, but having to find a new apartment, that killed that. So I'll be watching that on TV.
Oh shit.
Yeah, right down the street too. But you know, you can't be just spending money frivolously. Can't do it like that. But yeah, Joyce and Chisora. Or the reason they made the fight is because they knew that Chisora could sell a fight. I mean, he's huge over there, as you saw with the
True.
crowd.
True. But why
And
is he still fighting? Like, what does this mean to the division?
because he loves it, because he loves to fight. He's not fighting for money because we know he has tons of that. He just made another couple million Saturday. So he has tons of money. He's not fighting for that. He's fighting because he loves to fight. And he'll fight whoever they're going to pay him to fight. As long as he feels he can still be competitive. And now, because people still think highly of Joyce. I don't know why, but they do.
Was it off the back of that Daniel Dubois win?
Yeah.
Because they were hyping
That's
him up like he was AJ.
And the Joseph Parker win. Because that Joseph Parker win has aged well, has it not?
That's true. Good point. Very good point.
So he beats Joyce. They're going to stick him right in there with one of these top young guys. Maybe what's the guy over there? Frazier Clark. Fabio Wardley. He's going to be in there with one of those guys next probably.
Ooh, I think that'll just be like a gate. Like, he could be like a good gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Because if you mess around, he could knock you out. But he's really just like a feel out for the young guys, honestly. I don't think
to get their name up, to get their star, make their star rise. If you can beat Del Boy, we know you're a serious player. Because you know, if you don't know nothing else about that Derek Chisora, you know Del Boy coming to fight, and he's gonna be there all night. You know that.
Chisora is done. He needs to retire. Like,
he needs to go count his money. He's sitting on about $10 million. He needs to go sit back, count his money, and chill.
Well, he said he got 3 more fights. So who else could he fight in the division?
Oh no, but none of the players. He won't get like a. Now I'll tell you who I would like to see him fight. If this other fool gonna keep on fighting, I want to see him fight Wilder.
Fight who? Wilder?
Yeah, 2 washed up dudes, y'all fight.
What? No, neither one of them. No.
2 washed up dudes. Let the 2 washed up dudes fight.
No.
Why not?
Absolutely not. Absolutely
Why not? Why not? Come on, Karma. Why not?
Wilder is past
washed. He's washed.
And
Del Boy is washed. Right.
Actually, you know what? Because I don't think either one of them would take very much damage in that fight. Yeah, go ahead, let them fight. But what would it do? What would it do? Like, how is that going to progress the division?
Oh, it'll sell great in England.
That's true.
It'll sell great over there.
If that's the case, he should just fight. What's that dude that I want him to knock out? Wilder. I want Wilder and Dillian White. That fight has to happen. They talk too much shit to each other on Instagram for that to slide.
Yeah, that's a good fight. That's another good fight. 2 washed up dudes. I like it.
They talk too much shit to each other on Instagram for that to slide. Like, they need to. Like, we're already not getting him and Joshua, so we at least give us one thing that we want. I still, if you got one more knockout in you, Wilder, can you please knock out Dillian White? Like, make that needs to happen.
What happens if he goes over there and he gets slept again?
You think Dillian White can do that? Did you see him fight Christian Hammer? That was awful.
Yeah, he was trash. But then again, I just saw Wilder look like trash against Zane, and I saw Wilder look like more trash against Parker. So,
facts.
I don't know who's worse.
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I don't know.
They both done. They're both past it, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So what you think of Miss Shields and her little victory on Saturday night. Did you watch it?
I did. She looked great. I think that's her weight class.
Yeah, I like her. I saw the weigh-in. I'm like, yeah, you need to stay right here. Don't go back down to 68
That's
or
her
54.
class. That is her weight class.
Yeah.
And then, well, she definitely can't go down to 47. I don't know why
No.
she's calling them out. But
Because those are the names. See, Karma, those are the names, right? But the problem for her is this. All the names in women's boxing are too small for you to fight. Can't fight.
I feel
And
like
if you bring them up, it's not fair. If you bring them up, it's not fair.
I feel like everybody that could fight is in a certain division, right? So you're like bottom heavy at like 47, but you're not going to have that many women that are going to be fighting at 75. You know what I'm saying? Like 75, if you're 175 pounds, most times for a woman, that's either fat or you're a muscle mommy and it's not good for boxing. So I just feel like that weight class is not going to be stacked like that.
And there's trash. There's nothing at heavyweight for Clarissa. There's no competition up there.
There is.
There's nothing.
She could easily undisputed there.
Yeah.
She could easily undisputed at 47.
What's up? What's up, Uncle Shelton?
Who this?
The scholar.
Oh,
the one that's always disgusted.
Man. What's going on with you, brother?
Chilling, man. Y'all going to the fight?
Hell no, man. I had to change my living arrangements, man. Get a new apartment. I just got a new spot, so my money ain't right for that fight. I ain't got no $400 for no ticket.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to go bad, man. I was finna just say, you know how you be responsible, you budgeted. I was finna just take the budget, rip that bitch up, and go.
Nah, not for something you can watch on TV, brother.
Man, I don't know. I feel like Turkey Al-Sheet never let us down with them performers. Eminem gonna be performing. Like, I feel like it's gonna be a concert. I feel like it's gonna be a dope environment.
Eminem, let me tell you something. Eminem is 51 years old. Ain't nobody worried about no fucking Eminem.
I heard it was outside. Is that true?
It is. It's at the soccer stadium, right on the corner of Figueroa and King, right next to the Coliseum. It's at the outdoor soccer stadium. It's a 30,000 seat stadium. It's gonna be a nice event, but when you think of it in the grand scheme, you know, you gotta live, you gotta eat, you gotta pay bills, still be comfortable. I ain't got $400 to get in people. I ain't doing that. And I can pay motherfucking $60 and watch it on TV.
I feel like the matchup too is gonna be good.
Oh, the whole card is fire. Look at the card, it's fire.
I don't know. OG Sheldon, you ain't been in the streets in a long time. How much Pac's going for now, man?
What you mean?
I might have to give me a pack, man. Hit them streets to go get this money for this fight.
You don't want to do that because number one, it depends on what you get, and number two, you know, the shit that went back down to the 80s prices out here. Down to the 80s prices out here because ain't nobody using it no more.
I can see the news article now. The boxing scholar accidentally ingested fentanyl trying to get money for the fight. Trying to raise money for the fight.
And you're dead. Exactly. And you're dead. Fucking around.
Now I ain't gonna lie. I'm worried about Bud. I wasn't worried about Bud when he fought Spence. I feel like this is gonna be a hard fight for him. I'm worried.
This fight's not gonna be easy. But the only way the Madrimov guy
wins is Mean Machine.
You think so?
I think it'll be a tougher fight than that. I think he's a better fighter than Mean Machine. I think he's a better fighter than Kavaliauskas. I think this guy.
Mean Machine was tough.
I don't think he's.
I think the only way this guy wins, Karma. I think the only way this guy wins is if he knocks Bud out. He can't outbox Bud. If he can't stop Bud, he ain't gonna win.
Definitely not. But I don't think he has the power to stop him. Honestly.
The only reason I think it might be difficult is because you know the bigger guys are more durable. You know what I mean? Sometimes the better guy ain't enough when we talk about weights. Everybody always say weight class for a reason. You know what I mean? I mean, shit. Bud is moving up. We ain't seen him. If the power gonna transfer to 54, if that guy could take Bud's punch, he could just be pesky like how David Avenesian was until he got knocked out in the 6th round.
But see, the thing is this though. the punches that get you aren't the ones you see. It's the ones you don't see. And we all know that Crawford's a master of walking you in the shit that you don't see.
Yeah, that's my thing. Madrimov is not that fast.
Right. And he's flat-footed.
Yeah, I watched the. I ain't gonna lie. I watched the highlights. I ain't watched no. There's not a lot of film on it on him out there.
He was on that card with Wilder and Parker. He's on that Wilder and Parker card.
Oh, he was. You're right. Because I remember Gus
That's
pointed
when he
that out.
won the
You're
title.
right.
That's when he won the title. Yeah. And you watch that fight. He's a straightforward. He gonna come at you. He's got a little bit of wiggle to him, not too much, but he's gonna be right there to be hit. And from history, now we don't know what Bud is gonna show up on August 3rd. But if the Bud that showed up on July 29th last year,
yeah, he looked so phenomenal last time. I don't think he's gonna slip like that.
Right. If that Bud shows up, this Madrimov is in trouble.
I have an unpopular opinion about Bud. I felt like there's no version of Spence that could have beat Bud, but especially the one that was thrown out of the car. You know what I mean? And I think that that wasn't the best I've seen. But I went to go watch Bud fight Sean Porter. He looked spectacular in that fight. Like his legs and everything. I didn't see that in the Errol Spence fight. I don't know. I know the older you get, the wiser you get, the more knowledge you get, but you don't get better as far as more explosive speed or any of that stuff. So I don't know what Bud has left.
Well, you can't use the Spence fight as a gauge, bro, because he didn't have to move in that fight. He had to beat. Spence came right to him.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people look at that fight because of Spence's name and say, "Oh man, nobody could beat this guy." They was even making him a favorite against Canelo. Like, wait a minute, what? Just based on what he did to Spence, but
anybody can be beat. That's stupid.
Yeah, that's true. Anybody can be beat. I just don't see it. If he does go in there and he knocks this guy out, hopefully it'll be a come to Jesus moment that, hey, I am one of the greatest fighters to ever do this shit. But they have weight classes for a reason, and I don't want no parts of Canelo.
Do y'all think moving up will help Bud?
I think this weight class will. I don't think moving up to 68 will. I think he'll be extremely sluggish at 68.
You mean the 54? Or you mean above 54?
54.
I don't think he should go above 54. Yeah. I think 54 should be his limit. I don't think he should go above 54, honestly.
I think it'll help him. I think he outgrew 47. I think him and Spence both outgrew 47. I think it'll help him.
What do you think, Karma? You think he should go up to 68 or 60?
Not 68. No, maybe 60. Definitely not 68. Definitely not 68. That's too much. That's too big of a jump for him. And then is he going to be able to take those shots? That's another thing you have to consider.
Right.
Is he going to be able to take their power? 68, I don't think so. I don't see it at 68.
Because we saw that Mel couldn't take it.
Though they were different. They're different. I think he's biting off more than he can chew. Yeah. 160, I think is his limit.
Yeah, I don't see him going past 60. But we got wait a minute. Hold up. Don't we got Danny and them fighting soon? Danny and Lara? Aren't they fighting soon?
Yeah, I got money on Danny.
Danny is gonna lose that fight. When was the
last time? Why does everybody be shitting on Danny?
I think Lara's gonna beat him, bro.
When was the last time Danny fought? It's been like 2 years.
2 years
ago. It was Benavidez. Yeah, it was Benavidez' brother. What's his name?
He bought Jose Benavidez.
Yeah, Jose Benavidez.
And I lost money on that fight because I put my money on Jose Benavidez.
When did they fight?
It's like 2 years ago.
2 years.
Before what's his face?
They fought before Bud and Spence. They fought before Bud and Spence. I think they fought in December of 22, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was a while back because I remember everybody beat. Bro, I don't know what Danny done did.
So that was 2 years ago. It was July 30th. 2 years
of 22, right?
That boy's gonna get what? He's gonna
man. Lara got bald spots. Karma, stop it.
He's about to get washed.
Hey, did you see what Lara did to that German dude 5 months ago?
I seen it.
Walking right into some shit he didn't see.
He's about to get. Danny ain't fighting 2 years. Knock it off. He's about to get his. I don't want to say the word. But he's about to get washed.
I think Danny. But I will give Danny this, Karma. Danny does have a chin. I give Danny that. He got a beard on him. I don't think he's gonna get knocked out. I think he's gonna get outpointed. I think Lara's just too slick a boxer for him.
I think so too.
Man, y'all gotta stop sleeping on Danny.
He's about to get.
Danny's not special.
You know what it is? Because we ain't heard Angel talking a long time.
Now, this is the thing. Danny's not the guy that can take off 2 years and come back and be fine. Danny's not that guy.
Is he even a boxer? It's been 2 years. Like at this point,
see, there you go. You know what it is, Karma? It's because y'all ain't heard Angel talking a long time. So because Angel stopped talking, y'all stopped caring about Danny.
No,
I never gave a shit about Danny.
We don't want to see this.
No, I remember when I was on the panel and I picked Danny. I think it's for a belt. Danny been trying to get that belt at 160 because he know he can't go to 54. He know he can't get nothing at 54, so he trying to get an easy title. I mean a layup. I mean, I remember telling people.
Yeah, go ahead.
About Jose Benavidez, right? Because everybody was saying, man, Jose for the walkthrough. I'm like, man, come on, bro. I said, one thing y'all got to give Angel credit for. Angel know how to manipulate and pick the right opponents for Danny. Because Danny, I mean, he ain't the most skilled, but he always, like, even when he fought Lucas Matite, it was the right timing. You know what I mean? Like, he really good at matchmaking. So I'm like, y'all think he finna pick Jose at a bad time where it's bad for Danny? I'm like, Danny finna box circles around him. So
but
Danny goes in there.
Mental illness after the fight. He's about to get washed.
He was, but he won that fight.
Let me ask you.
He won like damn near every round.
Let me ask you this, Scholar. Let me ask you this: is this considered a big fight for Danny since it's a world title fight?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's a big fight, what has Danny done in all his big fights after 140? What's he done?
He's lost a lot.
He lost them all.
I mean, he lost his big, but he ain't
lost them all.
That's what I'm trying to say. How many?
He's lost them all.
He lost against Sean Porter. He only got 3 losses. He ain't got that many losses.
He only got 3 big fights.
Errol Spence.
Porter, Errol Spence, and Thurman. That's the only 3 big fights he ever been in.
Yep.
And Thurman was a close fight. Sean Porter was a close fight. Danny's not a guy that's gonna get blown away. I feel like Danny did better against Jose Benavidez than Jamel Charlo did.
Close only counts with horseshoes and hand grenades.
Jamal.
That's it.
You're right. You're right. You're right, but okay. Well, we got to say what's in front of him, Sheldon. We got an old ass Lara, right? Lara's inactive as well. Lara, I mean, he pop up every 5 years and fight, then go back into his coffin.
Yeah.
So I mean, he got inactivity as well. I think it's a winnable fight for him. I don't think Danny's
I'm not saying it's not going to be a good fight. I think it's actually going to be a decent fight to watch. I just don't think Danny is a big fight guy. I think Danny freezes up in big fights. I think he loses.
And you know what? I don't disagree with that, Sheldon. I just think that what he has in front of him is a big fight as far as championship, but as far as opponent, Lara ain't nobody, man.
Facts.
He ain't been nobody in a long time.
That's true. Lara's 42, Carmen? Is he 42?
40?
I think Lara's like 42.
41.
Ah, he's old. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's old. Danny's 36.
Yeah, the best part about Lara was his legs. And it's like his legs ain't even there. Like he knocked that guy out, but His legs is shaky than a motherfucker.
Scholar, you gotta let it go. It's not gonna be good.
Danny gonna get beat up, man, knocked out.
Man, he's
And
gonna
maybe
beat
Danny can,
shaky leg
then he
Lord.
can focus on his sister. Then he can focus on his sister's rap career. He can get that going. Because I heard them rap though, they're trash.
I mean, they're really pretty. Like they could go like the Ice Spice route. They can make some money.
Yeah, they're very pretty, but they suck at rapping.
Yeah, I could see a Sexy Red feature
I mean,
with them.
I feel like everybody kind of sucks at rapping right now. So I mean, hey, they're pretty. And there's two of them, so that's their gimmick.
Yeah, I mean, you're right though, because if Sexy Red can get rich, then
I don't know. Ryan, pretty fired. That Blessed to Holly Favor was a number one hit.
Scholar, and then Clarissa was singing that song, and then he started talking shit about her. Did you see?
But why he sliding to her DMs though? Why he sliding to her DMs?
She shouldn't have been singing his song because then he.
But she shouldn't. He shouldn't have slid her DMs either. He shouldn't have did that either. That was kind of disrespectful, wasn't it?
Facts. Did you see her fight, Scholar? Scholar, you're on mute if you're speaking.
Scholar, where you at, bro? He must be on the phone.
He probably done drove off the road.
Yeah. They say that fool is finna fight in December in Japan. He's finna fight Pacquiao. That's the rumor.
Who?
The drug cheat, Garcia. In the exhibition.
I mean, I thought he was suspended.
I guess exhibitions don't count. I'm guessing.
That don't sound right. He's suspended. He's definitely suspended. I don't think they would let him fight in Japan. Japan, they would not let him fight.
I would hope they wouldn't, but
I don't think
that's
so.
what it said.
I don't think they would let him fight. Maybe he's just.
Well, we know my man. We already know my man Manny needs the money, so he'll do it.
He'll do anything. He will do anything for a check.
Did you hear how much that election cost him, Palmer?
How much?
That election cost him like $160 million.
Does he still owe the IRS?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. He ain't never gonna stop fighting.
I just don't understand.
For a year, they said he's suspended indefinitely.
I never understood why he would try to run for president against a dictator. I never understood that.
Maybe he thought he had like the popular vote. I don't think. I don't think he was like I don't think he did president first. I think he was like in like the Senate.
Yeah, he was a senator. Yeah, he was senator.
And then he like tried to go up.
Yeah, but that guy's a dictator. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna cheat. He's a dictator.
X.
Pacquiao
didn't have any. He didn't have any plan. He didn't have any plan for that.
No, he doesn't. He just thought he was that guy. Thought he was so famous that. Well, we're not gonna kill you, but you ain't gonna win this election. Tell you that. And we're gonna kill anybody who tries to vote for you. How about that?
Facts.
So, but anyway, so we got that. We got I heard, Carmen, and I don't know how true this is. I heard that Leo is gonna be on this card on the 3rd.
Leo Santa Cruz?
Yes.
No. Absolutely.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Fighting who?
I don't know.
No
Maybe
way.
Abner. Maybe Abner.
Yeah, retires both of them at the same time. That's a good idea.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
Abner don't need to be fighting though. Let's be real.
Well, that last. Did you see his last fight?
His eyes messed up.
Yeah, it is kind of sketchy. But did you see his last fight? He went 10 rounds with that guy after a 4-year layoff. That was pretty good, I thought.
Abner don't need to be fighting no more. I don't even know why. I don't even know why he was fighting that fight, honestly.
Yeah, I have no idea. That fight didn't even. Maybe he just wants to gauge himself.
How old is he?
Abner got to be about 35, maybe.
He's not fighting again. That would be a good fight. Honestly, if it would, when did they fight? 2017, 2018?
2017. That's them they fought.
Oh, Andy Ruiz. What do you guys think about Andy Ruiz and Big Baby Miller?
I think Andy
I don't even know what Andy gonna show up.
When was the last time Andy fought?
Wasn't it Ortiz?
Areola?
Or Areola.
Ortiz.
You know what's funny about it?
No,
Andy Ruiz.
Ortiz. No, Ortiz.
It
He
was
fought
Ortiz.
Ortiz.
You're right. Ortiz. He didn't even look that good in that Ortiz fight. You know what's funny? People say Andy Ruiz has lost his hunger for the sport. He's still fat. That's the craziest shit in the world. But yeah, Andy Ruiz, man, I think the worst thing that ever happened to him. Everybody always talk about Anthony Joshua, how he wasn't the same after he got knocked out. Anthony Joshua looks the same to me. I mean, he looked better and more improved to me. Andy Ruiz is the person that ain't the same no more. Andy Ruiz is semi-retired. He coming back. He fighting, you know what I mean? People that got one foot in the boxing and one foot in retirement. So, I mean, this should be a layup, but you just never know. We thought Joyce versus Chisora was going to be a layup fight.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't.
I did.
I put my money on Chisora. I came up.
I didn't go that far, but I didn't think it was going to be easy.
Man,
I said Chisora's going to win. I actually put $20 on it. It came up.
Uncle Sheldon, you robbed the bank on that one. Remember when Floyd Mayweather had that ski mask? Because I looked at it like, man, last time I seen Chisora, he was getting stopped. He was out of shape, fat, slow. His style is like a Joe Frazier or a Bert Cooper, where he take a ton of punishment and he's not even a big heavyweight. So I think his durability's gone. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he slurred. I ain't looked at his speech, but he probably slurs. And I was like, there's no way.
Did you hear what you said? You said big, fat, slow, no defense, out of shape, right?
Yeah.
The last two times you saw Joe Joyce, what did you see?
Same thing.
Big, fat, slow, out of shape.
Same thing.
But you know what though? What I attributed to Sheldon, I said, who has more left in their career? Because even though Jane knocked him out twice, other than that, I ain't even seen Joe Joyce take no beating like I see. Chisora, he done been around. Chisora's a career journeyman. I've never seen a fighter like that.
I have.
Well, he's okay with it though.
Because the thing about it is he didn't always mean to be that way. Like I felt like he was a contender and he wanted to be in contention, and then he fell out of contention, but he made a name for himself, so he just kept going.
I could give you another guy who was just like Chisora. I'll give you another guy who was just like Jared Chisora. You know what his name is?
Who?
Ernie Shaver. Same guy. Same guy.
Yeah. Oh, good point.
Made a ton of money. Went to the Hall of Fame. Never beat nobody of note.
Facts.
But Ernie had a competitive heavyweight era.
True.
Ernie would be champion in today's time, so I can't knock Ernie for that. But I remember.
True. But Ernie's not here. We're talking about here now. And if you look at their careers, they're basically the same.
Really?
I remember when he fought. I think it was like 2011, maybe 2012, 2011, where Derek Chisora fought Klitschko, and Klitschko beat the shit out of him. Tyson Fury done beat him. Everybody was just passing him around, just like, you know what I mean. And this is what 10 years ago from now. Like, you don't get better the older you get. Derek Chisora, like I said, Like when I look at him, I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed because most people, when they got that type of dog, is because they fighting to be a champion. He be fighting for bigger paydays. He be thinking like, okay, if I whoop his ass, I can get another big payday. He don't be worried about championship. To have that level of hunger and tenacity that he got, to not be a contender for a championship, I'm thoroughly impressed by Derek Chisora. I think he should hang it up though.
Like I was telling Karma, he's not fighting for money because he already got that. He fights because he loves it.
Yeah.
Shit, he fight because he loves money.
He already got money. He got like a signal like $10 million. He's running rich.
Hey, Shell, you already know it don't matter how much you make. Shit, ain't nothing better than money, but than more money.
That's true.
Yeah, they gonna keep giving me $2-3 million to fight these guys. Why not? It's not like they're offering him $500,000. They're Chisora's on pay-per-view over there. He's getting $2, $3, $4 million a fight. He's making money.
That's true.
It's not like Big Baby Miller or Big Baby Anderson. You know why Andy Ruiz took this fight? Because the Turk gave him what he asked for. The Turk gave him the $10 million he wanted.
Andy Ruiz got $10 million? I don't think so.
That's what the Turk gave. That's what he said.
They just throwing away money.
He's not no $10 million
the Turk
fighter.
gave him the $10 million he asked for.
He is not a $10 million fighter.
But see, here's the thing, right? You got to remember, the dude made $7 million when he knocked Joshua out. Right?
Okay.
Then he made $13 million in the rematch when he got beat.
And he lost his belts. But
he made $13 million.
He didn't even have a campaign. So it's like,
but he made $13 million.
But you can't play because you don't know what, like you never knew what kind of champion you were because you were only a champion for like 5 seconds.
Right. But
so
the thing is, what I'm trying to say is this.
And then you're fighting somebody who always generates that amount of money. So you can't place your value there.
But my point is this. You're talking about a guy who was sleeping on the floor in his mother's bedroom before the Joshua fight.
That's fine, but you're still not a $10 million fighter.
But now he's sitting on $20 million that he made. Plus he made a couple million against Areola, a couple million against Ortiz. Now he gets a $10 million payday against this guy. It's kind of hard to, this guy don't need to fight. You see what I'm saying? He got money, so he doesn't need to fight. So it's gonna be, that's why he's picking his fights. And Ruiz is not hungry anymore.
No, I think he blew through that money because the way he was haggling with Wilder, that kind of makes me feel like he blew through that money. Because, like, why do you think you deserve that high of a payday?
Because he's got money now, so he got to make it worth his while. He doesn't want to fight. Once you've made a lot of money, it's hard for you to go back to fighting for like $800,000. You're not going to do that.
I mean, they suffer from the same thing we suffer from, Carmen. I know you see your net pay be what it is, and then after tax, you be like, what the fuck? What happened?
Yeah.
Boxers it be the same. They gotta split it more though, because they gotta pay taxes, they gotta pay sparring partners, they gotta pay trainers 10%, managers 33 1/3. So a lot of that 10 million don't really be 10 million. That's why they be demanding these outrageous purses.
You got to remember, Karma.
That's like me going to my job and saying, "Oh, y'all have to give me $800 an hour because I don't like the FICA that's getting taken out."
No, but you don't have to pay a luxury tax. But you don't have to pay a luxury tax. See that luxury tax, right? So he gets $10 million, right? Say he gets $10 million. 35% of that shit is going off the rip. That's the government luxury tax. So 35% is gone. Now you got to pay the state.
It's not our.
They got to pay the state. That's another 15%. So that's 50% of your money going off the rip. That 10 is automatically 5. Now you got to pay everybody else. He probably come out of a $10 million payday. He'll be lucky to come out with 3.5. If he comes out with 3.5, he's winning. Because he got to pay everybody else.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's why he's still fighting, Uncle Shelton. That's why they still fighting, because that 10 ain't really 10. It's us looking like, man, you made 10, but he like, man, I only took home this. You know what I mean? I gotta keep fighting. That's why they be outpricing themselves though. But like Karma said, Andy Ruiz can't be demanding them type of purses, man, with no belt.
And then the thing is, if you outprice yourself, you made 0.
Exactly. That's the downside.
He could have knocked out Wilder. Now that we think about it, he could have knocked out Deontay Wilder after Wilder knocked out Helenius. You know what I mean? And that Joseph
But
Parker.
what were they offering for that fight, though? See, here's the question that we don't know, and that's why I tell people sometimes we can't speak on things. Because what were they offering him for that fight?
I don't remember. I mean, taking Wilder at face value, he said, "We offer you more money than you done made in your entire career."
I don't think
so. He made $13 million against Joshua in the rematch. So I know to fight Wilder, he wasn't getting over 13 million. I know that.
I doubt it. I think it was like a $3 million fight at best.
Right. But you remember I told you I had respect for Chisora. Like Chisora, he won't outprice himself because he know, like he already know his worth. But what he do is he look to the future. You know what I mean? He'll upset a motherfucker and go into bigger fights and get more money. He understand, like, if I sit here and I'll price myself, like Karma said, and get zero, you know what I mean? I just sit around waiting on the shelf for somebody to come give me a price I might not never get. When I could just take 3 fights here, make that same amount of money, and potentially upset somebody and make a bigger payday. Yep. He's moving his career better than a lot of these fighters.
But see, but what you got to remember too is Derek Chisora has a built-in fan base. That's different.
True, that is fact.
He got a built-in fan base.
They're gonna always show up for him.
Yeah, that's so true. UK fans, man, they had a song for Derek Chisora. I'm like, y'all got a song for Derek Chisora? What?
Now he can move way different than a dude like Andy Ruiz, who, let's be honest, y'all, outside of California, nobody don't know who the fuck that dude is.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Show if he would have the Wilder. Let's say he go into the Wilder fight, nothing's a give me. But we seen Wilder look awful, like you said, the last 2 fights. That means he would have got that version of Wilder. He could have potentially knocked Wilder out maybe the first, second round, and then shot himself up into, like, you know what I mean, into notoriety.
Nobody knew that though.
But that's what you got to take risks with your. I mean, you taking a risk anyway, stepping into the ring. They want to fight one time a year like Canelo and make a large payday. That's not realistic.
But that's the difference. The difference is Canelo just started doing that. Canelo was usually fighting 3 or 4 times a year. Canelo just started that once or twice a year, bullshit.
Yep, that's that Mayweather curse.
That's why he was beating all these dudes. Because these dudes that come off the couch, a year off, 9 months off, fighting the guy who just fought 3 months ago, he's still sharp. You not. That's why he beat your ass.
Yep.
You know what, Andy? If Andy had fought 4 times, you know what I mean? And even a Luis Ortiz, let's say he would have fought a Helenius that year, Wilder and Dylan White, people would know who he is. So the reason, like his whole logic is, I'm a get this money that I think that I'm worth, and I sit around and be shelled. But the notoriety ain't gonna match up to your career because you're not fighting frequently. Start fighting.
Let me ask both of y'all a question. Who's more famous, Deontay Wilder or Cody Rhodes? Because they was on the same TV show.
Wilder.
No. That WWE guy is way more famous than Wilder.
I don't know about that.
I think so.
Wilder had everybody in the world saying to this day. Even Rihanna shared his post.
Yeah.
And Wilder went out there and got his ass whooped post haste.
Damn.
He did in Black History Month of all months.
I'd
have postponed the fight.
So, and I'm telling you, once you get your ass beat like that, he didn't just get. I mean, that was a great fight. Don't get me wrong. He put up a hell of a fight, but he got knocked out. He got put to sleep.
Damn.
You know what? I ain't even mad at. I'm not even mad at Wilder. I would have rather seen Wilder fight Parker like that.
He don't have it in him no more.
He don't have. Yeah, he's don't have it.
I'm not mad at losses. Contrary to belief, you know, people be ready to throw you away. But you see them UFC fight, them motherfuckers be 0-35, fight for a championship.
But this is what you can relate it to. Look at Deontay Wilder and look at Conor McGregor, right? What happened when they both got rich? What happened?
Got soft. They start sleeping in silk sheets.
Got rich. Wilder's sitting on like $70, $80 million. Wilder don't really want to fight no more. He don't really want to fight no more. Conor McGregor's sitting over 100 plus. You know he really don't want to fight no more. He sold that fucking Copper 12 liquor shit. He's sitting on over $100 million. He don't want to fight nobody. For what?
Hey, and that's exactly why I respect Derek Chisora, because like when money your only motivation and you fight like that, I got nothing but respect for you.
That's true.
Yeah, because Chisora knows who he is. He knows he's never going to win a title.
In Wilder's defense, look Wilder has only been fighting like he only lost to like people who are better than him. Well, I guess that's everybody, but he only lost to Fury and Parker, and now Zhang. Like,
yeah, he lost to top guys.
Chisora is fighting any and every like run of the mill person. So
right,
that's true.
I don't think
but look at this though, Karma.
But he's different because Chisora gets the bag. The other dude got to take the scraps.
Hey, and not only that, show more, he got a title shot against Tyson Fury for the WBC title. Like, because he fights, people know who he is. He fights frequently, got a built-in fan base. He doing what the old school people did. A lot of people knew who Ron Lau was. He started boxing at what, 30? Because he was fighting frequently.
And he got a bag for that fight. He got a bag for that Tyson Fury fight. A big one.
Yeah, I call it the Mayweather curse, man. I don't know. I don't even understand why heavyweights are doing this shit. They've never followed suit to the little guys. It's always been the other way around. But that fighting once a year shit is a cancer for the sport. You got to fight.
Let me ask you guys this: when AJ knocks this dude out, he's gonna knock this dude out. I'm telling you that now. He's gonna knock this dude out.
Oh, I agree.
When AJ knocks this dude out, right? What's that gonna do to his status? Who does he fight next?
Dubois or AJ?
AJ.
AJ. After that,
I think AJ's waiting in the cut for the titles.
Left is Fury.
Yeah, I think that's the only fight left for AJ. I think that's the only fight left for AJ.
Like
and I think AJ beats Fury.
I think so too, and maybe a couple mandatories. And I don't know because I feel like he's gonna get that belt and he's gonna want to continue.
Oh, he is. They all be like, you know, you come with a crossroads in your career and retirement. The moment they get that belt and they start getting them paydays and everybody say, "Hey, Chip, how's your day, Chip?" They go on for another 5 to 7 years. So I mean, and they get bigger bags. I mean, you just so.
Let me tell you this. This is the real. If this AJ we got right now, the AJ we just been seeing, I think this AJ beats everybody.
I think so too.
The only person I ever thought could beat AJ was Wilder. That's the only person I thought. I thought Tyson Fury, as good as they say he is, I thought AJ is too strong for him and he punches too hard. I thought he would fuck Tyson Fury up. And I'm looking at where they are in their career now. I think that's an easy fight for Anthony Joshua. I think Anthony Joshua, and then I'm looking at how Anthony Joshua was playing it. Anthony Joshua is a brilliant, right? In this, and Eddie Hearns also. They went and fought Otto Wallin. Otto Wallin ain't no world beater, but Otto Wallin gave Tyson Fury a tough fight. So they fought Otto Wallin and did knock Otto Wallin out. Now they like, you know, well, the guy that gave him a tough fight, I knocked him out like he's nothing. So they're like, everybody like, oh shit, Anthony Joshua back. Then he goes and fights the other guy who gave him a tough fight, which Francis Ngannou, who knocked him down, knocks him out, blackout. So those are two guys who ain't even in the top 10, but he knocked them both out and gave the public perception that I'm the best heavyweight on the earth, because the guys that gave him a hard fight, I treated them like they nothing. Now he's waiting in the cut for the rematch between Usyk and Tyson Fury, and he gonna take the winner. They moving Anthony Joshua accordingly to me.
I think when Usyk beats Fury this time, he's gonna retire.
Usyk's gonna retire. Fury's gonna retire.
Usyk.
Yeah.
And even if Usyk retire, guess who's gonna be right there to get them belts?
AJ.
He positioned perfectly.
Yeah, he's positioned perfectly. Because Usyk's gonna beat Fury. He's gonna beat him again.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's gonna beat him again. Fury can't beat him.
So it's just gonna be battle of Usyk's sons for every belt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Every other fight at the top is Usyk's son.
They got to find somebody. They got to find somebody to beat him before he retires. And I don't think Tyson Fury's the guy.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody right now in the division that can really beat him. Because I don't think Big Baby Anderson can beat him.
I don't think so either.
I don't see anybody who can beat him. Who at heavyweight can beat him?
I don't see nobody either. Yeah, I told somebody on my line. They laughed when I said this shit, but I told them that I think Anthony Johnson's probably gonna have like a 3 to 4 year reign where nobody beats him, and he just knocking out contenders like how Klitschko did.
Is that what this?
Exactly.
Is that what our division has come to?
How old is AJ?
36.
AJ's not 36.
I think so. 34.
I think AJ 34.
He's older than me. He's older
34.
than me. He's 1 year older than me. He's 34.
So AJ's 34. You guys see AJ fighting until he's what, 37, 38? I don't.
3 years?
Yeah, heavyweights always go older. They always, because they ain't got to make weight. They ain't got that much abuse on their body other than the punches.
AJ sitting on what now, Karma? About 300?
At least.
AJ loaded. AJ's loaded.
I don't know, because I mean, shit. Old ass Vlad went to, he was what, 40 something? 41, 42, some shit like that.
But Vlad now, Vladimir was only sitting on like 150. He's like, right now he's sitting like 180 million. AJ is way past that. AJ kids ain't got to do shit.
I feel like, well, definitely. But if you're not going to make that much more money and you're not going to have that much competition, what else is there to do? Because after Fury, what else is there? And maybe Wilder just for shits and giggles because we didn't see it.
Right.
Maybe,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But after that, can anybody else coming up beat him? Like the person that can probably beat him is not even in the division yet.
Right. They probably still in the amateur somewhere. Or it could be
I tell you what AJ should do if to get undisputed. Bring Big Baby up. Oh, you know what? Javalov is the threat. I can't act like he's not.
Yeah. They say he's the next guy. That's what they say.
No.
They say Javalov is the next guy.
Javalov got to fight Anderson.
Man, he gonna knock Anderson out. Anderson compare himself to Jake Paul.
Them two need to fight.
No, Anderson to kill Jake Paul now. I don't think Jake Paul.
No, I said he compares himself to Jake Paul.
I don't think Jake Paul could be.
Like, what context did he say that in?
Yeah. He compared himself to like y'all don't require Jake Paul to fight nobody. Why would you look at yourself like Jake Paul? Like you're a career boxer. Jake Paul is a YouTuber that chose boxing.
Right.
Like boxing is supposed to be your life, especially if you want to be a champion. Like, why would you compare yourself to him? That shows his mindset to me.
True.
But we'll see what he looks like on Saturday because this dude he fighting, Bacoli, is not no punk.
I don't think
Bacoli is not a pushover.
I'm not sure if he beats Bacoli.
I'm not sure either. That's why I want to see it.
Overweight, Bacoli shows up, he'll probably lose. But if he's in and he's kind of decent shape, he's gonna give Anderson some problems. If
Bacoli comes in at 250, 260, Big Baby gonna be in trouble. If he comes in like 275, 280, Big Baby gonna beat the hell out of him.
Facts.
Yeah, AJ now at this point, you're right, Carmen. The only thing AJ will be hanging around for now is to get beat. That's it. The only thing he'll be hanging around for. You're already rich. You already been a champ. I mean, what else is there?
Do a shits and giggles fight with Wilder and then Fury, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see much else on the table for him. And maybe either like Fabio Wardley or that other guy that he just fought.
Fraser Clark, give him a shot. Give him a chance on the cover.
Is Fraser Clark still managed by him? Because I don't think they would do that.
Oh, yes, right. He is managed by AJ. You're right.
Yeah,
They
so
probably wouldn't
maybe
do
one
that.
of them up and comers when they start like really having some fights and beating people. But the landscape right now, I don't see too much going on for either of
Yeah, I
them.
don't see too much for AJ. Really, it ain't really nothing out there. It's kind of, to me, it kind of is the same way with Errol. What is he really gonna do? I mean, you got to go up to 54 and actually beat somebody.
Well, if he
you know,
gets
from
that
that,
belt, that will set up
the rematch for Bud if Bud wins.
Yeah.
But the thing is, yeah, I don't think Bud's gonna lose either. But based off Errol's last performance, I don't see him beating nobody up there.
True.
Nobody of note.
Lubin would be a good fight.
I think that would be a good fight.
And
I think that'd be a good fight. Yeah, I think that would be a good fight for Errol. I think that'd be a good fight for Errol.
And if he wins that belt, he'd probably have to fight him anyway because I think Lubin is
He's the number one contender.
Interim for WBC?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, he's the interim. Yeah, he's the interim champ. Because he beat Ramos. And Ramos is getting ready to fight somebody. Ramos is fighting the IBF champ.
Who?
Bakram. The Russian IBF champion. He's Ramos is fighting him, and then you got Virgil on the 10th fighting fighting the guy who beat the hell out of Mendoza.
Yep, Boachek.
He's fighting him.
I'm here for it. I'm here for
Yeah.
that.
I want to see that fight. Is that fight in Texas?
I thought it was in LA.
It's on the 10th, so I don't know where it is. I got to find out. I know it's on the 10th
maybe
of August.
it's in Vegas. Let me look at.
It's in Vegas. That's where it is. It's in Vegas. That's exactly where it is. It's at the MGM Grand.
Karma, you're not going to the fight in California?
No, I'm going to London.
Yeah, she's going to the AJ fight, right?
Yep.
Karma, you a 90s baby?
Huh?
You a 90s baby?
Just barely. Not just barely, because my birthday's in November. So not just barely.
I remember the last time I talked to you, you told me you was going to the AJ fight. Yeah, you told me that. You got your room and everything already?
Yep. I had that booked as soon as I knew the date. As soon as I knew the date, I was like, all I'm waiting for is tickets to go on sale now. And I got mine.
Well, that's good because you get to see your guy fight before it's over. You get to see him live.
And then I really think he's gonna win. So he'll be 3-time champion, so it'll be good.
That's gonna put him in the conversation. At least to be in the top 25 all time. He had a hell of a career, though. You got to give that to him.
Hey, well, he fought everybody, so
yeah. In his era, he fought everybody. There's nobody he didn't fight except for Wilder. Wilder Fury.
So if he fights them, like as a capstone, it's done. Yeah.
Yeah, it's done. It's over. He did everything. He's done it all. I like AJ. I always did like AJ. And
I feel like he's the only one that checked all the boxes out of this whole division, except for kind of Parker. If you want to be generous, Parker did his big one. Like he really didn't duck no smoke.
Parker fought everybody.
Fought a lot of names.
Yeah, Parker fought everybody. AJ fought everybody. Parker fought AJ.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like Joseph Parker.
I never liked him either, but
who did he duck though, Scholar? Who did he duck?
He didn't duck
nobody. It's not because of that. Yeah, he didn't duck nobody. He done fought everybody. But the reason, let me tell you why I dislike him. I dislike
Why?
the only person he won't fight is Tyson Fury because they stable mates, right? But this is why I don't like him. Joseph Parker when he lost to Dylan White, I felt like remember what you said about Danny, the big fights, like he lacked something. You know what I mean? Like that fight was close, but Dylan White edged it out. And then when he got knocked out by Joyce, I was like, okay, you know, I was like, dang, I thought his career was over. I ain't gonna lie to you, but bro, I gotta be honest. I think he's juicing, bro. There is no way he lost that amount of weight that fast. And then he showed up, Joseph Parker. Go look at Joseph Parker. Go look at his body, Karma. When he got knocked out, he was fat out of shape. When he got knocked out by Joe Joyce, he came back more explosive. Matter of fact, I think he came back on a 3. Yeah, juicing, steroids. They don't make you grow. They don't make you like get taller. So he definitely never gonna be tall. But he definitely on something.
Don't put that jacket on him. You cannot put that jacket on him.
You don't give him credit for the 2 wins over Derek Chisora, then comes back. He beats Derek Chisora twice. Then he beats Wilder. Then he beats Jenny Zhang.
Man, that was a robbery. James.
That was not a robbery. That was not a robbery.
Man, y'all tripping.
That was not a robbery. Zhang did not.
He lost every round.
Like 1 punch in the last round.
You know what killed JD Zhang? Was the fact that he came into that fight at 292 pounds. That's what beat him.
Even when he's lower, he doesn't have good cardio. So, I mean, he was just fat with no good cardio.
Joseph Parker got to get this in there, man. James
you got a
his
guy
ass.
in there 240, 245, and this other dude's damn near 300 pounds. That's why he lost.
Yep.
He knocked him down twice.
And then he did 0. He didn't do nothing after that. He literally lost every round after that.
Yeah, but let's do the math, Karma. 2 knockdowns, right?
That's 4 points.
That give you 4 rounds, right? So that means in a 12-round fight, that means you got to go find. So that means that the other rounds were just clean sweeps, or was there swing round?
No, there was no swing rounds in that.
No,
there was no swing rounds.
Man, I gotta go rewatch that fight. I think y'all tripping.
Go back and rewatch the fight, man. Joseph Parker beat his ass. He beat the shit out of him.
I believe it was either 11 or 10, maybe 12. He didn't hit Parker 1 time. Not one time. I'll say this, Karma. Chisora, I don't think Chisora hit Joe Joyce in the last round at all. He just ran around. Now he was doing the Shakur. Everybody clowning on Shakur. He turned his back and started doing the Shakur. He fell over on his own volition.
But think about
but
this.
He still won the fight, so that can't be an indicator if somebody wins or loses.
But how many right hands did Joe Joyce eat? How many right hands did Joe Joyce eat? How many?
Oh, he couldn't get enough of them.
It was
an all-you-can-eat buffet of right hands.
Yeah, buffet.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I've never been a fan of his style. I never liked Joseph Parker. I never liked him. I ain't gonna lie. So I mean, it could be confirmation bias. Who knows? But I've never liked him. But I give him credit.
I respect him because he fought everybody, and when he beat these guys, he beat them convincingly. Now Andy Ruiz, I thought beat him. I thought Andy beat him.
Yeah.
But he was in Australia at home, so heck.
Yeah.
You know.
If we did a Joseph Parker like breakdown of the big fights that he's been in and what his actual record is, I mean, it's not that impressive either. So we did Andy Ruiz, we did Dylan White. Those were 2 top guys, you know what I mean, in their primes, and he came up short against those 2 guys. Derek Chisora was well past his prime. That's what made me think he was finished in the sport, because I'm like, what the fuck is he doing going life and death with Derek Chisora? That's crazy. Derek Chisora, like I said, look, ton of respect for him. I think out of all the fighters in the sport, even though he's well past his prime and stuff, there's nobody that got more grit than Derek Chisora. I don't know what motivates him. He like Michael Jordan. I took that personal. Like, I don't know what the fuck he finds to motivate himself, but he has probably the most grit out of everybody. But With that being said, man, Joseph Parker, like you said, you got to give him respect because the man do get in the ring. He ain't on this Canelo shit. But at the same time, I suspect he's on steroids.
Steroids? You're tripping.
I definitely suspect that man is on steroids. You look at the body transformation and the amount of weight he lost so fast. Like we all know, right? There's a video of Ali, right? Ali jump roping, right? And he said he pointed down at his belly and he grabbed it. And he didn't have a stomach. He was abbed up, but he showed a little pudge and he said the older, and he's like 27. Said the older I get, it was in his comeback. The older I get, the harder it is to lose this. He was like, this shit right here is stubborn. Man, Joseph Parker abs got abs.
I don't think it was age weight. I think it was just overeating weight. And like the overeating weight you could lose, like, but not your like age weight. The age weight is hard to lose because your metabolism has slowed down. But if you just pigged out and gained, like just got fat, I think you could reverse that. That's the thing with him.
Well, you're right, Karma, but I say it's a lot easier to reverse it now with technology than it was with them hard-nosed guys like Joe Frazier who worked 7 days a week. Those guys didn't lose them abs that easy. It was when the medicine came along with them abs started popping up.
No, this is what I think. No, but I mean, if you're in a calorie deficit, you're gonna like it's just math. If you're just not overeating and you're working out, you're gonna lose it. Like it's just I don't know. I'm just not gonna put that jacket on him because I feel like he had a progression to come back. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a progression. It was not overnight, like you say it was.
She compromised. I see the light skin bias. I already know what I'm looking at. Light skin bias.
No, you can't put that on Parker. Parker ain't never popped dirty.
Yeah, he never popped. So it's like
Canelo has. Ryan has.
But before Ryan popped, nobody suspected him of being on steroids. We don't know till we know.
Dillian White has.
And then whatever happened with that, he just got off.
So they suspended him for like 6 months or a year or something like that.
I don't think he got suspended. And then, honestly, I think he paid the board off and to get off. Because they were saying he was on a different drug. And then the drug that he got cleared for was something completely different.
Oh, it might have been the same thing they did with Ortiz. Remember Ortiz was taking the high blood pressure pills? Because he's so damn old. He got high blood pressure. And they didn't know what the fuck it was.
Mess.
Man, 60 years old. He got to take his high blood pressure pill.
That's wild.
Man, I think it's a bunch of people in the sport juicing, and because of technology, you know what I mean, they always get these because we got strength and conditioning coaches in the sport, right? Because they didn't have that shit back in the day. You know, when no strength and conditioning guy to give you this shake and give you this formula to make you jump at your bone.
Your girlfriend or your wife was your strength and conditioning coach. That's who it was. She made you food. She told you what you could eat, what you couldn't eat. That was it.
Hey, facts. So in a lot of cases, the trainers was that because Customato used to feed his fighters, and Manuel Stewart used to feed them. But now you got these guys that tell you, hey, man, you got to take this at 5 o'clock. What it's going to do is make your bones hard, and they're going to decalcify, and you're going to have the best bones in the world. It's like all this old weird-ass shit that they got nowadays. It's too much medicine out there and too many different ways to cheat for us to catch these motherfuckers. And that boxing is it gives them a platform for them to be like Victor Conte is going to boxing. Mimo Heredy's in boxing. These guys didn't start off in boxing, but boxing the Wild West.
Yeah, you can get away with that in boxing because like there's no really like oversight, like the NFL or whatever, but or the Olympics. But anybody can get away with that in boxing. I just feel. But those are actual cheaters. Like the strength and conditioning coaches, I think most of them are just like trainer, like the guys at the gym that be training people, and they know about protein shakes.
They're like workout guys, right? Like workout guys, right? They show you how to put calisthenics. cut weight, shit like that. Yeah, I got you.
And they just be like having the whey protein and shit. Like I think most of them are not cheaters. Because like Clarissa was saying, the guy that Ryan threw under the bus, he helped her before, and I wholeheartedly believe she does not cheat. Like she would never risk her legacy. So you just threw this man under the bus like he's some doper, like he's Victor Conti or something. I don't agree with that.
So what do you think about Bomac cooking all of Crawford's meals in camp when they're in camp? You think that's too much going on?
No,
I think he's eating it. I think he makes five servings and he eat them.
Bomac is cooking anyway. You might as well be making the meals. You know you're not missing them. So I mean,
say Bomac is cooking. Bomac gonna eat something. So yeah,
right.
I got you. Yeah, Bomac gonna eat.
I feel like Crawford's metabolism is high enough that anybody can make the food. So I mean, he already in there eating up everything anyway. Let him cook the food.
Oh, Bomac. Yeah, Bud stay in the gym though. That's the thing. He stay locked in the gym. We gonna see what he looks like though. I don't know what he gonna look like, but we gonna see. Well, goddamn show see on Saturday night. We'll see. This dude, contrary to popular beliefs, this dude is not no pushover.
I don't think he's a pushover either. I just don't think he has anything for Bud. I'm not saying that he's not a good fighter. I'm not saying he's a scrub. None of that. I think Bud is just on a different level. And we are thinking of this fight in intangibles, and we need to be thinking of it in tangibles, like evidence that we know. Not is he going to look good? Has he looked good in the past? Because he's been stepping on everybody, so we can't discount that.
I just don't see a guy with 10 fights beating Crawford. I just don't see that.
Hey, still they said the same thing about Bivol. He had like 15 before he put the beats on Canelo.
No, he was 18-0, but we all knew. We all remember. I told you back then. I told Karma as well. The problem for Canelo was he was just too little for that guy.
Yep.
There was no way he was ever going to beat that guy. He's too little.
I personally think, like I said, I would be more impressed with Bud if he wins this fight than him beating Spence. I think that guy is that much of a threat just based off of his size. His size and his durability is going to give Bud trouble. If Bud can't carry, now he can carry the power up and he can knock him out, then yeah, he should get him out of there. Maybe like Karma said, like Mean Machine did. But I mean, outside of that, a bunch of what ifs. One thing we do know, this guy has been fighting at 54 his entire career. He's undefeated. He don't know how to lose.
All 10 fights. Yeah.
I mean, say what you want though, Shell. We know those guys like Lomachenko when he was 7-0, he still was a good fighter. Like
this guy,
records don't always tell the whole story.
I hear you, but this guy is not Lomachenko. I've seen this guy fight. You keep forgetting that. I've seen this guy fight. He's good, but he's nothing Crawford ain't seen before. Fact. Whereas Crawford is something he's never seen before.
Mm-hmm.
But he got to be something Crawford ain't seen before because he don't got no fights at 54. He's never seen a big, durable guy.
No. Crawford was fighting bigger guys when he's at 35. He was fighting bigger guys when he's at 40. He was fighting bigger guys when he's at 47. He's fought big guys who could fight before. This guy has never fought a complete fighter like Bud Crawford. Ever. Never seen it.
But you know when we were talking about the shakes and stuff, right? The shakes and even rehydration is crazy, right? Because they don't do same day weigh-ins, and they know so much about the human body. They know the cells and the EPOs and all this old shit, right? So fighters be hydrating fucking 15 to 10 pounds bigger. This guy's been fighting at 54 his entire career, so it's gonna be a different type of big. Even when Bud was fighting big guys, it was relative to his size. Right. So when he was fighting at 140, it was a guy that was bigger than him at 140. He's never fought at 54. We for the see. That's all we can do. Like, what's your favorite line, OG Sheldon? Put their ass in there. We won't know till we see. Now we can speculate based off of what Bud showed us. He didn't earn our respect enough, show to say that. I'm just saying based off of what I.
That's the only way you're gonna find out. You gotta put his ass in there. Everybody keeps saying, Davis is just gonna watch Shakur Stevenson. Okay, if he gonna watch Shakur Stevenson, put his ass in there. Let's see. I'm tired of talking about it. Let's see him do it. Because y'all can say he's gonna do it
Size is that
until the
much.
cows come home. Is he really gonna do it?
Ain't no
We don't
fights
know.
ever been won in the fans' minds, Shelf Moore.
Exactly. We don't know. Shakur might get in there and make him look stupid. Who knows? But I want to see it. That way we can finally find out.
Yeah.
That's the
Is
only
Tank
fight to
what
make it 35. Lomachenko don't want no smoke with Davis.
Nah,
Not
Loma
yet.
said he
He
want
said he's not ready
he said he
yet.
want to chill with his family.
You,
Karma, he said he want to chill with his family, Karma.
you know what that remind me of? The Green Mile, getting right for Jesus. Like, bro, you want to go talk to your family?
I just think he is not ready. I just think he's not ready.
Karma, this man have been undisputed, unified champion. He done been all this thing. What is he waiting? It gets worse for him the more he waits.
Undisputed.
It's getting worse for him the more he waits. So I don't understand. I don't understand the wait. I like you want to talk to your family. It's like he want if he you know what he should have said. I just want to get my last meal in because you never know what could happen. We all risk our lives in the ring like that dude. That dude is fearful of take, man.
I don't know, y'all.
I can't
Oh,
even
that's
really blame him to be
74?
honest with you. Like they aged Loma out. Like this ain't the best version of Loma. And Loma has
I
always
don't think
struggled.
either one of them were ready. I think whatever little thing that little I see something that Loma saw in Tank went away very fast.
You know, the last time I heard that, when Mikey Garcia said that about Errol Spence, and we all know what happened. He beat that motherfucker into retirement.
Exactly. And the same
Well,
thing
if
is
you
going
saw
to happen to Lomachenko.
if
Is that me?
No, that's Shelton. Oh, he dropped down. All right, give me your closing words.
My closing words is
That's the word.
be messy. But just don't stop the mess at Karma's panel. I want y'all to be messy on Karma's panel as well.
Don't
All right, I'll
start
holler
no
at you,
fight.
Karma.
You be trying to start fights. All right, Scholar. Thanks for coming through. You guys, we will reconvene Thursday after the weigh-in. I will see you guys then. Until then, stay safe, stay dangerous, and stay messy, y'all. Bye.